Welcome to Tekedia Daily. I'm Ndubuisi, Ekekwe. A conversation today will focus on the marble man, and I'll call him the Africa's apple. And a guy, a man named Namdezibo, southeastern part of Nigeria, has basically built a very, very great company within the construct of mobile. He graduated from Yaba College of Technology many years ago and couldn't find a job. Then he started repairing computers and IT systems. Over time, he went back to Lagos State University and also he got a degree. And during the era of the GSM, the advent of GSM, he found opportunities and started selling. But he did not stop there. He saw that the world was more than just repairing computers and trading computers. He got out that he could do other great things. Today, he is behind slot systems, Tecno, Mobile, Infinix. Tecno today in Nigeria is one of the most fascinating brands in the mobile ecosystem. It is actually Nigeria's Apple, and Namde is part of the reason why they are there. Of course, he has many great partnerships, people that he is working with. He actually provided one of the most important elements that made Tecno a very formidable company in our region. So he initially had a plan that he could work with Nokia because as he was repairing these computer systems and mobile devices, he saw a need that people needed to have a dual SIM card because most times the networks were not necessarily so good. You have a very great network coverage of MTN in Lagos. When you go to Abuja, it may be a T-Salad that may be better. So he said that if a phone can have these two SIMs, irrespective of where you are, you have an opportunity to get the best possible service. So he went to China, got in touch with the guys behind Tecno, came to Nigeria and registered Tecno. He started with Tecno T101, now went to Tecno 201, continued to perfect their art. He funded most part of it. And initially, he gave customers some credit to sell for him, but after a time, he found success. The customers now have to put in an order. They pay in advance, and business turned. According to him, it was a very turning point for him because when Tecno came, he has basically seen that he was building a real business. And over time, they now started Infinix, a subsidiary of Tecno. But you may not see him very, very visible, the activities of Tecno in Nigeria today. But I'll tell you, he's very visible. When you hear that Tecno has signed an exclusive partnership with Slot System, there is a coincidence in that. Because the co-founder of Tecno, Nigeria, is also the founder of Slot. He may not be the guy on stage, but he is the guy behind. And I explain how he has used two key constructs to find success in our nation. The first one here is he focused on the upstream, the accumulation of capability. Went to China, he didn't just buy what they gave him. He asked them what he wanted because he wanted quality. And he also went with an idea what would sell in the local market space. It was going beyond trading what was available to actually building something that he felt that the customers wanted. But he has done that because he has accumulated capability by understanding different things that were happening in the marketplace for years. Trading is a very, very important element of this. The trading is just here, very minimal value. He wanted to be like Dangote, that plays at the upstream where more value is created. Tecno has moved upstream, offering greater value to anyone that just goes to China to import smartphones and come to sell in Nigeria. That person is a trader, but Tecno has a brand. He has accumulated capability, and he is earning value as a result of it. The other one is also using the construct of the spanning cord, first noted by the founder of the Lenovo. He noted that manufacturers of phones are usually here, minimum value. Nokia, BlackBerry, Phoenix, Tecno, and many of them. In short, Apple, without the App Store, without the other elements that make Apple great, could also be here. But something happens. This man knew value cannot be created here. Value is here, value is here. So here you have companies like Qualcomm, Med, MediaTek, Flex, some of the companies that build the chipsets and some of the microprocessors that are used in the business of smartphone create a lot of value, R&D, intellectual property, pay a lot of money to them. And then there are people that just put them buses and sell them around the world. And Nokia can also be here because also Nokia is a giant. But then there are companies that actually make use of the fact that these phones are now available. How can we bring service to them? How can we bring productivity to them? And also talk of companies like Accenture. Help companies to use different strategies in order to improve productivity by using actually the systems that are already been sold by these guys. As Lord wants to provide an experience. How do you make this thing of selling phones very, very great in Nigeria? So what I'm trying to say here is that you have a man who is here, and he is also here, and he is here. In other words, when you look at Mr. Nnamdi Ezigbo, what you see is a guy who has taken the downstream and also looking at the upstream. He's taking Slow, Tecno, and Phoenix. He is in Nigeria's mobile man. And I tell you today that you cannot necessarily talk of mobile without mentioning him because Tecno has provided us a very great, veritable construct that somebody can stay home and actually have a vision that could be very, very powerful to compete with the likes of Samsung, with the likes of other great brands around the world. He's the Apple man, Nigeria, and he has scale brilliance, Mr. Namdesib. That is the man. You need to learn something from because he's doing well. You're listening to Tekedia Dail.